What's up, dudes? Fucking today we are gonna talk about your Minuteman kit, and how I think is maybe not the best way. I mean, maybe it is, but definitely what I think is a good way to set your gear up. And we're gonna be talking about it in a three tier system. Technically, the way I have it written up, there's a fourth tier. But I have nothing to demo it, and it's a little bit more advanced. I would say focus on the three tier, and then move up from there as you can. So here we are. We're going to start with what I would call tier 1. So think about it from a quick response, quick reaction force type scenario. Let's say you are given 5 minutes to be ready to go out the door, ready to take the fight to whoever, whatever, respond to any 80% of missions basically, and sustain yourself for a decent amount of time. Well, that's tier 1. Okay, so tier 1 is, for me, it's 2 bags. It can be a different type of setup for you, but for me it's 2 bags. This is my main kit bag. I'm not going to go through everything. I'll show you a video on my own gear and everything, because a lot of this isn't actually, well, a lot of it's mine, but you'll see. But basically the main thing that we're looking at here, you see, is we got plate carrier, hydration, Kevlar, there's fucking clothes and boots and everything in there. There's even, well, I'll get into that in a minute. And then next to it, always next to it, or usually on top of it, is this patrol pack, which a lot of my gear and stuff, like I'm missing a canteen cap right now. A lot of my stuff isn't in these packs because of an op I was doing. I'm redoing a lot of stuff and refitting a lot, but it's mostly here for reference. So with that would be your patrol pack. So in there, so I grabbed this one kit, and just between what I would throw on in there and that bag, I'm self-sufficient totally with water, ammunition, medical supplies, food, shelter, everything for, I would say, at minimum, at least 3 solid days, right? Because I've got, between my battle belt and my plate carrier, I've got 10 magazines there. There's always extra ammunition in this bag. I've got a 3-liter hydration system in there, 5 more liters in the pack because there's a 3-liter hydration system in there as well, plus 2 canteens on the outside to feed that. And I have hexamine or trioxane tablets to aid, and a water filtration system to aid in the procurement of more water. So 3, 6, 8, if you drink 4 quarts a day, which is ideal, minimum really 4 quarts a day, that's really 2 days, but I have the ability to procure more. I can find a puddle, fucking pump stuff out of there. Iodine tablets, I got it all. I can boil it, I can do whatever from here. And then food is a mix of some freeze-dried meals that I put up myself, some Mountain House stuff, and some MREs, just so you guys aren't just staring at bags. I'll open this up a little bit more. But like I said, when I say there's everything in here, like everything is in here, from your 0 to your all the way through 2nd and then 3rd line. Of course, and I keep some extra stuff in here, so you can see I have magazines, PMags, some cool fucking Kevlar. There's a canteen cup in there, some extra stuff, some camis, boots, socks, extra socks, all that type of stuff. So I would say, now I keep some extra stuff because I have this kit bag that I put it all in. I keep some extra stuff. Nods go in there as well, if you're rocking that type of gear. Like I said, I keep some extra stuff in this bag So in that bag will also go usually at least one extra full outfit of ammunition in that. So if I'm rocking 10 mags, I'd have 10 more mags in that bag, totally separate, loaded, ready to go. Some extra water and some extra, usually another refit of rations. So usually MREs or whatever I throw together. So the reason being for that is, you're given 5-10 minutes. If I can't get ready here, I can grab this bag, right? Obviously your rifle would be here too, but I don't have a rifle here at the moment. Videos like that will come later, and pistol. But so you grab this bag and you grab this bag and you grab these two bags and you get the fuck out, and then you put all the gear on. Well, then at least that way you can store this bag somewhere, have an extra bag around, and you can have, an extra set of camis maybe, because like in here I have two sets of I have a set of woodlands, not these, but a set of woodlands and a set of deserts in there, just depending on what time of year it is, what situation I might find myself in, stuff like that. So, and I have an extra outfit of ammunition and an extra outfit of food. So really, this system here should last you should be able to operate out of maybe more like a week-ish. Again, it's all mission dependent, but it's something to think of. So that's the basis of the first tier. So your first tier is going to be everything that you'd have: 0, 1st, 2nd, and a patrol pack. I'm not calling it an assault pack because, let's be honest, guys, if this thing's packed to the gills and I've got to, assault something, I'm definitely not taking that. I'm dropping that. I'm shedding a bunch of fucking weight. Fuck that. But that's it. So that's your, I have 5-10 minutes and I just got to get out the door, start taking the fight to the enemy. The fucking Russians or the Cubans or whatever are falling out the fucking sky. We got to go. So that's tier 1. Move this stuff. Like I said, part of, that's a cut down isomat. That's a patrol isomat is what I call it. We'll fucking get into that in another video. And here, then you have tier 2, your ruck. Okay, your main rucksack. Okay, this is gonna supply you with everything that does not. So that's a complete third line. Okay, so it's basically going to get more in depth with, well, obviously it's going to have more water, more rations, more ammunition. The main, 3 basic things that you need: water, ammunition. As you can see, I like to carry plenty of water, so I got 3 quarts here, 2 quarts here, 3 quarts on this side, 2 more quarts right here, and then I only have 1 on right now, but I normally have 2 quarts on the hip straps. And you will notice this does have an Alice frame with different straps and a different hip pad. That's because the standard, this is a Philby pack, the standard Philby pack straps, which I'll show you real quick. This harness system right here with the plastic frame sucks. I hate that. I hate that system so much. So I went old school. This is, I'll show you real quick. That's another one that I'm building. It's a different frame though. It's not in it. That's a old tactical assault gear frame. But here we go. Like I said, this thing's not loaded up to the gills right now, but I have a pouch on top here for quick access stuff. Sustainment pouches on the front. Goddamn. Sustainment pouches out on the front. There's a couple MREs in there, some other stuff. Like I said, so this is just going to contain, stuff for a week to 2 weeks ish. In here you're definitely going to have to think more long term. So what am I going to have in here? I'm going to have more rain gear, more shelter gear. So I've got here I've got a tarp and a full-size isomat, better sleeping system. So in there, like the sleeping system I have in that pack is really just a poncho liner, poncho and whoopee roll, and then that cut down isomat, and then there's some snivel gear and stuff in there for if it gets dropped real cold. But if it gets super cold with that set, I'm I might not be. I'll be alive, probably, but I'm not gonna be feeling too good with this. I can be a lot more comfortable because it's got a full season sleep system and everything in there. More snivel gear, more food, a lot more water, more ways to procure more water and more food as well. More ammunition, comm gear. Trying to think. An e-tool if you're into that type of stuff. I'm not typically into that type of stuff. This is also where so you can see in there. And then you got rations, bag of snivel gear, waterproofing bag, all that type of stuff. Trying to think of what else would go in there. That's about it. Mostly just ammunition stuff. This is also where I don't have it. It's in my storage unit, but my long gun and drag bag would go here, and it would just be strapped across the top, right underneath there. Boom, that way, just like that. So your tier 2 is your more okay. You know, I have a little bit more time to prepare, or hey, the fight's over here. You know, it's way over here, and I gotta hump out there. Boom, grab this thing. The assault pack straps to the top. Boom, we're set. Now, your third tier, okay? Now is where we get into some serious stuff, okay? Now, are you plenty combat effective between this and all that? Yeah. And you can sustain yourself for a decent bit of time, yeah? But then you got this honking son of a bitch, which, again, does not have a lot of gear in it. Don't mind my boots and stuff. Tier 3 is going to be your loadout bag, your kit bag, whatever you want to call it. I know a lot of guys actually make this their kit. It's a loadout bag. So they have all of their stuff that's in there. I don't typically like that because of the way I use this system and the way I like to do things. I like that because it has this has backpack straps on it, so I can throw it on my, throw everything on and just run out the door. I don't have to worry about this. I have to keep more streamlined into the bare basics of, shoot, move, communicate, plug holes, make holes type thing. This I can load to the gills with more stuff, which obviously it isn't right now. It's pretty flaccid, but you get the idea. So your third tier is going to be basically just more of everything that was in your first and second tier. So it's going to be more food, more water. Yes, I do keep, the way I do it is I'll rotate usually a camelback squad back or something, or like a source. I think it's like a source squad back. It's like a 20 liter. It's like a camelback like this. Or that's a source, but it's like 20 liters. So you got like 20 liters of water in there. More ammunition. Different. This is when I start getting into like a lot more ammunition. Like keep it. I like to keep ammunition like this. In these little. Well, basically, these little bags here, get these, you can fit like 10 or 12 magazines, 30 round magazines in them. You just keep them in there, keep them staged, boom, you got a brick of ammo ready to go. This one has big straps, so you can strap shit to the top. So if I was taking everything here, I'm going to put on everything in there, throw some more shit in it, boom, throw it on top there, strap it to the top, throw that. Let's say you got access to a vehicle, you can take it all. Boom. This is your own combat resupply. And this is where I also keep the majority of my extra capabilities. So you will notice my climbing gear is in there. So climbing gear is in there. Normally these are in there, my fins for amphibious operations. I don't keep scuba gear in there because that's a little outrageous, but do not get me wrong, I have thought about it. But so like fins, fucking, if you know what you're doing with finning and shit. Climbing gear, again, if you know what you're doing there. Don't put climbing gear in here if you have no idea what the fuck you're doing. Extra boots, extra socks, extra clothes, more extra sets of camis, an extra poncho liner maybe. Whatever you can think of, whatever you can, put together in your mind, I've had ideas thrown at me of well, maybe this is your kit for you're living kind of at like an FOB, like forward operating base. Put a cot in here so you can sleep a little more comfortably. Not a bad idea at all. But the main part of it is, you know, food, water, ammunition, batteries for your battery operated stuff, your flashlights, your GPS, your nods, thermals, whatever you're running, PEC 16s, anything. Doesn't have to be a PEC 16, but laser systems, whatever the fuck you're using, it feeds these systems right here. See what I'm saying? And now that fourth category that I was talking about is 4 and 5. I'll mention them, but your fourth category is, for me at least, is a Pelican case that I have just basically stocked to the gills with ammunition, different types of weapon systems, batteries. It's all the cool guy, high speed, but it weighs a shit ton for one. It weighs a lot, and it's very bulky. But if I have the capability, like vehicle, like to move by vehicle or something, fuck yeah, I'm taking it. From there, so to recap, 0, first, second line, and like your 3A, I would call it, line. Tier 1, grab and go, get out the door, shoot, move, communicate, operate, stay mission capable for 3 to 5 days. Ruck, extended range bag, it's not whatever the fuck you want to call it, 1 to 2 weeks with the addition of and supporting the first tier. Third tier fills and supports second and third, or first and second tier, as well as providing supplemental firepower and capability. So now, quick note on you guys, if you want to set up a system like this, it does not have to be as Gucci-tastic, all matching, Coyote Brown, cool guy fucking shit. It doesn't have to be at all. In fact, I mean, I don't know, I probably spent more money than I had to getting the same capability that you guys will, for the sake of all my shit looking the same for the most part. But you can get, you know, the same thing out of, you know, old school aviator's kit bag, which is a lot like that, you know, and a fucking medium Alice pack and a large Alice pack or something, or a Malice pack, you know. It does not have to model my gear at all, you know, fucking like verbatim or anything. Like, it can be its own thing. In here, I also typically keep different loadouts. So, like, in there, I keep a plate carrier, you know, front, back, side, sappies, everything like that. In there, however, I keep usually a more streamlined battle belt. Streamlined battle belt, more heavy-duty, hardcore kind of independent system type sub belt, and like a chest rig. Is what I typically keep in there. So I can, and like a different helmet. So in there, full Mitch helmet. In there, usually a high cut, fast type helmet. I've gone back and forth between switching those out. Probably gonna switch it out. Put the high cut in there. Put the full Mitch in there. But anyway, guys, that is what I'm dubbing the Minuteman 3-tier loadout system. If you like what you see, like, subscribe to the channel, and you will be seeing more content from me. Hopefully soon I can get a camera, a legitimate camera, and kind of a studio type setup, and I can put out some better stuff than just me holding my phone on this tripod. But you know, I'm working with what I can, trying to spread the knowledge to you guys. And also too, I'll try to get more of my own gear in these videos. Right now I'm kind of empty just because of what I've been having to reorganize and move a lot of shit and everything. But I will take care of all of that. So leave your comments on what I can do better, what you think I should improve, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.